1. Crushing part, capacity 100 TPH. Send 0 to 500 mm size rocks to the hopper at first. The vibration feeder will feed the rocks into the jaw crusher. After crushing, the smaller rocks will be sent to the first cone crusher to crush to be smaller. Then the smaller rocks will be sent by a vibration screen with 20 mm and 40 mm screen by belt conveyor. The larger than 20 mm rocks will be sent back to another cone crusher to crush again. The less than 20 mm rocks will be transferred to an underground transfer bin before the ball mill. Since your processing capacity is big, the output rocks will be a big amount after hours, and the grind part processing capacity is smaller than the crushing part. Therefore, with our experience, we suggest you make an underground space to store as a transfer place. 2. Grinding, gravity separation and desliming part, capacity 42 TPH. We'll install a feeder under the transfer bin. It'll send the rocks to the hopper before the ball mill. Then they'll be transferred by the electromagnetic vibration feeder beneath the hopper to ball mill evenly. The ball mill will grind the less than 20 mm rocks to be 0 to 1 mm, 70% to 80% 200 mesh, around 0.074 mm. The ball mill will match with a spiral classifier. The 0 to 0.074 mm materials will go to the classifier. Then the classifier will send the larger than 0.074 mm materials back to the ball mill to grind again. The 0.074 mm materials will go through 2 stages of spiral chutes to separate and gather the concentrated tantalum at first. After the separation, the tailings from spiral chutes will go to a slurry tank and they'll be transferred to 2 sets of hydrocyclone groups to deslime the mud. 3. Flotation beneficiation part, capacity 42 TPH. The slurry from hydrocyclone groups will go to several sets of mixing tanks. You need to add chemicals to the tanks. After that, the pulp will go to the flotation machines and start the concentrated lithium oxide beneficiation. There are 3 stages for flotation. The first stage needs 4 cells for the roughing process, the second stage needs 4 plus 4 total 8 cells for the scavenging process, the final part is the cleaning process, and 3 plus 3 plus 2 total 8 cells. If used to process lepidolite, the cells can be used in less quantity. 4. Concentrate and tailings process part. After processing by flotation machines, the concentrate will go to a concentrate pool at first. Then a slurry pump will send them to a thickener. You need to add flocculating agents into it to accelerate the concentrated sedimentation. Then concentrate will be transferred by high-pressure pump from the bottom of the thickener to a vacuum disc filter to dry the 6% grade concentrate lithium oxide. The tailings also will go to a tailing pool at first, then a slurry pump will send them to a cone thickener to sediment the tailings. The pump will send the tailings to a plate press filter for dewatering, and the overflow of both thickener and cone thickener will go to a water pool. This water is clean. It can be rescued in the former processing part.